Welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. It is Thursday, July 23rd of 2026.
And it's 11 o'clock. We did it.
How about that?
We started right on time.
Yes. We didn't yesterday. You know why?
I wasn't here.
Precisely.
That seems to be a recurring theme.
Yes, whenever I am here by myself, it always seems to take me a little bit longer to put it all together.
When I came on board, Dan taught me how to put the show together. It was the first thing you taught me.
And then I got away from doing it.
And then he forgot how to do it because that's my responsibility now.
So what did I do? I said, you know what? Do me a favor. Will you put all this down in written form? And he did.
There's a binder.
In typed form. And so I do go back to that. But I also find myself at times trying to remember, and then it's like, daggone it, I got to go grab the instructions and go through it.
Because I've also changed some things from the way you taught me how to do it.
Yeah. And I learn by repetition. And if I don't do it on a regular basis, then I'm like the new kid again every time. So appreciate the cheat sheets you put together for us. Maybe we need to augment that since you've changed some things.
We'll need to augment it when we start.
Yes, we're going to go to the new computer very shortly. So
I was just thinking about that on my drive to Lancaster yesterday. I'm going to have to put together a new binder.
Yeah. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yes, they do.
But in some respects, the more they stay the same, they need to change as well. Good to have you with us. I'm Dan Ramey. He's Aaron Glandon, and we are going to inform you on beneficial news that you can use, which starts with our forecast. Yesterday was perfect outdoors. Today, very similar. Carbon copy day. I could take days like this for the rest of the year, but then it would kind of get boring, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's July. Why is it so chilly in July?
Because it was so doggone hot not too long ago.
It was.
So things have a way of evening out. We're looking at temperatures today to reach around the mid-70s. Overnight lows will be around 60 degrees tonight. I turned the fan on for my wife this morning when I got out of bed. I went over and I turned it on because...
And then she probably said, what are you doing?
Well, it gets warm during the afternoon in that half of our house. And she says, what did you turn the fan on for? And I said, well, I figured you'd want it on a little bit later. She says, I've got the heater on right now. Like, okay.
I'm with her. I don't know what you were thinking.
She's always hot. Always hot. So I tried to do the right thing in helping her be cool.
Well, you should have known.
Yeah. And then if you don't do something, it's like you don't love me anymore. Which is not the case. We're looking at temperatures tomorrow to be back again up around 82, but for the weekend, maybe a chance of a shower here and there too. So keep those things in mind as you make your plans for the weekend. You can always go to littermedia.com, click on weather, and no matter where you're at, if you're on vacation, and let's say you're in Idaho on vacation for some reason, and I don't mean Idaho in Pike County. I mean the state of Idaho. And if you click on that, you can find out what the temperature and everything forecast is going to be for where you are, no matter in the United States or across the world.
You can go to Point Nemo, and you can drop that little thing, probably.
Yeah, probably could do that, yes.
Do you know where Point Nemo is?
I do not. I can't remember.
It's in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It's the farthest point from any other human on Earth. When you're there, the closest other person to you is on the ISS.
Really?
Yes. That's how far away from everything else it is.
So it's somewhat close to Diego Garcia. You ever heard of Diego Garcia?
I've heard that name.
There's an air base there, and Dan Jr. was there for a while. It is out in the Pacific Ocean, and it's this little sliver of an island, and it was also most recently in the news because I think the British have an air base there, and they weren't going to allow us to use it for what's going on over in Iran right now. And so that, can't explain all that, but it is this little teeny tiny. We have a globe that his great-grandmother got him for Christmas one year when he was a kid. I don't think it's on that globe.
If the globe's small enough, it might not be.
It's so tiny. All right. Coming up, a look at news. And today is the day that we have our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We'll share that with you coming up before too long as well. But first, this. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
And now it's the part of the show where Dan Remy tells you where to go if you want to find beneficial news that you can use.
You can go straight to littermedia.com and find out where and what is going on in our community. And look at that. You're going to be talking about her in just a bit. More details all just ahead. And you'll find our social media contact information in the upper right-hand corner at littermedia.com.
The Fayette County Fair continues today. Today is Senior Citizens Day with the Junior Fair livestock sale beginning at 5:30 p.m. tonight. And Friday, a truck pull will be at the grandstand. Oh, tonight and Friday will be the Junior Fair livestock sale.
Yes.
Your punctuation was confusing me.
Sorry.
And a truck pull will be at the grandstand tonight, Thursday. Friday morning, open class sheep show events take place in the Hog Pavilion at 10 a.m. and the school bus derby is Friday night at 7 p.m. in the grandstand. And is this the first year that Fayette County is doing a school bus derby?
I think it is. I don't recall it being on the schedule last year. The first one I remember seeing was Pike County, and
Right.
this is their fourth or fifth year of doing this now. Ross County Fair is doing it for a second time,
That sounds
I believe.
right. I think we implemented it last
And
year.
then Fayette County now getting involved in it too. It's become a pretty popular thing. That also tells me that a lot of the school districts have some school buses that are being retired. But hang on to this one. We're going to put it in a school bus derby. I could see whoever goes through the inventory of their school buses, they're probably thinking that. And those things aren't cheap either.
No.
I recall John Rose was doing a football broadcast with me. He was filling in for Pat Highland, who was, I think he had gone through his knee surgeries at the time. And this was when Drew Basil was place kicking for Chillicothe. Drew, of course, went on to play at Ohio State, and he was kicking 50-yarders at ease. And this was at Jackson in their alumni stadium, and there was a school bus parked outside of the goalpost. And darned if he didn't hit that school bus a couple times. And John, being the auditor or treasurer for Union Scioto Schools at the time, he says, "Hey, those buses aren't cheap."
Yeah.
Going to take it out of his NIL money. No, we didn't have NIL yet. So, all right. So I digress. I do that too a lot.
Go to the bus derby at Fayette County, Pike County, Ross County. Go to every bus derby because it's a good time.
Yeah, it's Friday night in Fayette County. It will be, I think, next Wednesday night at Pike County, and I can't remember what night they have it at the Ross County Fair, but we'll track that information down for you later. The Pike County Fair opens up this weekend, and our Aaron Glandon was on the prowl, on the scene in Piketon for a chat with 4-H Extension educator Joy Bauman.
Well, one of the things we're excited about this year are the improvements that are happening right behind me here in our rabbit and poultry and lamb and goat barn. We've added a lot of new pens in the rabbit and poultry end, and we are adding big fans to circulate the air, and then also we've got some new shade cloth that's supposed to block out like 90% of the sun coming in. So hopefully that will help with the heat stress on those animals in that barn. I'd like to invite everyone to come out to the livestock sales. 5 p.m. on Friday evening, we'll be selling steers, goats, lambs, and hogs. And then on Saturday at 10 a.m. here in Blom Arena, up on top of the hill, is the rabbit and poultry sale. And so we know that our exhibitors appreciate the support from our community that they provide every year to help these kids, achieve some dreams, sock some money away to put toward college, or maybe it's buying that first vehicle, or whatever it is that they're hoping to do.
You can hear this entire interview on our YouTube channel, and I think you also shared it on our newsfeed, didn't you?
Yes, it's on Facebook and on X.
Okay, check that out. Joy's going to be a busy gal the next few days. Pike Soil and Water Conservation District has this new teaching tool. You'll be seeing it soon out and around, maybe even at next week's Pike County Fair. It's an interactive educational display giving students and community members the opportunity to step beneath the surface and discover the amazing world beneath your feet. Visitors can learn about soil layers, soil biology, erosion, also water movement, conservation practices, and why healthy soil is so important to agriculture, wildlife, water quality, and our everyday lives. I'm not certain, but I want to say that Ross County has something very similar to this. If it's not Ross County, it might be Fairfield County. I saw it at one of the county fairs that I was at in the last couple of years, but this one will be available in Pike County now. Very nice.
Absolutely. Yesterday, I went to Lancaster, headed out there to join Visit Fairfield County for their America 250 picnic. There I caught up with the winner of the America Is essay contest, Olivia Warren, pictured here. The contest invited Fairfield County students in grades 4 through 12 to participate in the writing prompt using a brief essay, poem, or creative literature to elaborate on the U.S. in recognition of the nation's 250th birthday. Olivia was honored with a cash prize, local billboard feature, restaurant gift voucher, and published submission of Olivia's poem in the Fairfield County Heritage Quarterly magazine. She is only in 7th grade at Amanda Clear Creek, and this was open 4th through 12th grade.
Did we get a copy of her essay?
I recorded her essay.
Okay.
And I'm going to include that with my interview with Olivia, which you can find on our YouTube channel later today. But while I was out there, I also caught up with the Lancaster Percussion Ensemble, and a snippet of their performance is already on our YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out as well.
Did I not tell you that this was an impressive bunch?
They are an impressive bunch.
And they're a massive bunch, too. Look at that crowd.
Yeah, they had a big crowd gathered to watch them at noon in the square.
Now, let me ask, what was, maybe you talked to some people, maybe you didn't about this, but this is all part of the Lancaster Festival. And so is that why most of the people were already there?
I think so. The Lancaster Festival, they have a noon at the square at Zane Square, I think every day.
Okay.
So this community picnic was a part of that for just Wednesday's festivities.
It's one of the unique things about Lancaster. I mean, they have a wonderful park, Rising Park, but it's out by the county fairgrounds. Our park is right close to downtown Chillicothe, but at downtown Chillicothe, we don't have a square like what Lancaster has to be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
We've got the courthouse and they have to shut everything down to do things here, but that's pretty cool. Very nice. The percussion section, do you have any recording of them so we can hear what they sounded like?
If you go to our YouTube channel.
All right. So go check that out on our YouTube channel as well. A reminder that the Power Team 2.0 is going to be at Real Joy Church with their performances of Feats of Strength beginning tonight and running right through Sunday at the church. If you missed our interview with Riley Israel, he is with the Power Team, been with them since 2003, if I remember correctly. And Real Joy's Pastor Tony Lambert, along with member Chris Scott. You'll find it on our YouTube channel to learn more about bending bars of steel and ripping
on phone books.
I thought it was interesting is he said it's hard to find phone books anymore.
Yeah.
To be able to, because people I still get a phone book from Frontier as our telephone provider where we live at home. It's about this. I think I could actually rip it apart because it's not very thick at all.
Right.
So.
Don't forget about Night for the Champions fundraiser for Ross County Special Olympics. That's coming up tonight, and this is going to be at Creekside Occasions from 6 until 10 p.m. That's tomorrow night, not tonight, at Creekside Occasions from 6 until 10 p.m.
Yes, it is the 24th, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that, of course, Creekside Occasions, if you've never been there, just head south on South Paint Street, and it becomes Route 772. You'll take a curve outside of town, and boom, you'll see it. Big, beautiful building that was built by the Amish, probably 2020, 21, thereabouts, I think it was.
Maybe.
Very nice spot. If you've not been to Creekside Occasions, check it out. The city of Chillicothe will be closing Church Street. It's closed today, also again tomorrow, and on Monday. They're expecting to get that work done sometime Monday. Closed from Westwater Street to the alley by 128 Church Street, and that is here in Chillicothe. That's a look at news.
That is a look at news. Mm-hmm. And next we will talk about sports, followed by This Date in History, all up ahead on this edition of Litter Media Live.
Yes, but we'd like to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing before we get there. They are your trusted comfort advisor. In fact, on cue, our air conditioner just kicked on. And that, of course, is maintained and was installed by Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If you've got something that you need for your business or your home, even the big giant warehouses we've been seeing, you see a lot of the Accurate vehicles there. That's because they're doing the work to make you comfortable no matter where you are, inside or out. Find out more by clicking on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. It takes you right to their website, accuratehvac.com.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance, on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary.
Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
And that announcement is just around the corner. Stick close for that. Time for sports, and we start off with the Chillicothe Paints. Paints win again. This time over the MillRats 6-3 last night. That's back-to-back wins against Johnstown out of VA Memorial Stadium. Mike Schaefer and Matt Smith each hit 2-run home runs to lift the Paints to a 6-3 win. Now they will host Champion City, who is in the standings above the Paints, but I think they're close to a virtual tie. I mean, the Paints have played 2 more games than they have, so they've got 1 more win, but also 1 more loss than Champion City. They can even all this out by simply sweeping Champion City over the next 2 nights.
That's all they have to do.
That's all they have to do.
It's so simple.
Yes. It is team photo night tonight, and that's for the first 500 of the fans through the gate. It's also a Thirsty Thursday, so that means your drafts are just $2 for your domestic drafts if you want to head out to VA Memorial Stadium tonight.
So if you're one of the first 500, do you get a photo of the team?
Yes.
Okay. I thought maybe you might get a photo with the team.
No.
No.
No,
that would take too much time.
That would take too long, yes.
The Cincinnati Reds pulled out a series victory yesterday with a 5-3 win over the Mariners.
Thanks to that guy right there,
Yes.
Sal Stewart with another home run. They trailed 3-2, and I was pumping my gas, and just before I started pumping the gas, he knocked the 3-run home run. It was awesome.
And they will face the Cardinals on the road tomorrow.
Cardinals. Ugh. In St. Louis. The Guardians and the Twins went at it again. 10-6. Twin Keys come out on top. They'll wrap up that set this afternoon. It's been a 4-game series up in Cleveland. And don't forget to send in your nominations for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week presented by Homeland Credit Union. Send those emails to littermedia@gmail.com.
Dan was threatening earlier a player that he was going to nominate tomorrow if nobody else nominated anybody.
I have one that I'm going to put into play if we don't get a nomination. So if you want to get yours in instead of mine, send that email.
Get it
us. Yes. All right. That's a look at the sports coming up after the break.
Our pet of the week.
Yes, it's on the way next.
Followed by this date in history. But first, Litter Quality Propane. Online all the time. Customer payment, account information, and more. You can log on at litterpropane.com.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Now it's time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
Now it's time to announce this week's Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week.
So let's do so. I'm going to quote the The person who sent this in to us is from Sophie Ludwig, who says, I got Milo back in August of last year. He, along with 20 other cats, were rescued because someone was being abusive to the cats. He is the most amazing boy and has just recently gotten comfortable laying on my lap. He is a cute, amazing boy there.
He is a cute. Look at that hair. He's kind of scruffy looking, but Milo makes it work, I think.
Almost has a bobcat look to him.
He does.
In some respects,
yes.
doesn't he? Yeah. He, along with 20 other cats, rescued. And now sitting on the lap of Sophie Ludwig.
Yeah, thank you, Sophie.
Yes, thank you for sending this in to us. Now, keep in mind, if you have a pet you would like to be recognized as our Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week, simply send us an email. Tell us about your pet and also include a photo if you would, please. And at the end of the year, in December, we will announce a Pet of the Year for 2026. And it could be your pet, but you can't win unless you're in. So send your nominations to us.
And the Pet of the Year is a big deal. We recorded our daily show live at Petland last year on the day that we announced our Pet of the Year, and we might do the same thing this year.
You'll receive a trophy that we put together, and then also a nice prize from Petland as well.
Yeah.
So get those pet nominations into us. And the same for the player nominations as well. You can send it either to this address or littermedia@gmail.com. We found it sometimes when you send something to this address that's on the screen right now, it gets grabbed by our spam folder. And we have to go through there and all that jazz. But not the case with the Gmail.
And it's free to nominate. If you can nominate your pet or your player with the chance to win a prize, and you don't have to spend any money to do it.
Right.
It's really a no-brainer.
Exactly. Just show your pride by sending us a photo of your player or your pet of the week. All right. On the way, it is time now for this date in history, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. 2015 is the year we go to.
Not that long ago.
I don't have an image for this.
Well, we don't know what this place looks like.
I haven't even seen. Well, we know.
We know about where it is.
It's kind of described as something we know of.
Yeah, I suppose. 2015,
NASA's Kepler mission announces the discovery of the most Earth-like planet yet, Kepler 452b. It is 1,400 light years away from Earth. How do you get there that fast?
How do we know that it looks like, or it's Earth-like, if it's that far away?
Well, I did a little research.
Okay.
Kepler 452b is considered Earth-like because it orbits within its star's habitable zone, much like Earth does around the sun.
But how do we know this?
Where liquid water can pool. All right, those are conditions.
Okay.
And it circles a G2 type star similar to our sun. Additionally, its year lasts 385 Earth days, so it's 20 days longer. And it's a super Earth with a probable rocky composition.
Again, how do we know this stuff?
Yeah.
Because even if we had a probe that traveled at the speed of light, it would take 2,800 years to go there and back. Which obviously that's not what we're doing. So how do we know this?
Yeah.
Do we just have telescopes that can see that far? But even then, we're looking 2,800 years in the past.
Yeah, it's 1,400 light years.
Or 1,400 years in the past, because...
How long is a light year?
It's the distance that light travels in a year.
Right.
So if you were 65 million light years away from Earth, and you were somehow observing Earth,
right,
you would be seeing dinosaurs. You wouldn't see us.
Gotcha.
Because the light would take so long to get to you, you'd be seeing old things.
So again, how do we know? That's much like...
Right, how do we know it still got rock?
That's much like the carbon dating that is done that tells us that something was millions of years old. But how do we really know?
Have you ever heard of last Thursdayism?
I don't think I have.
It's kind of a tongue-in-cheek theory to dispel young creationism. Because, a lot of people think the Earth is just a few thousand years old. Mm-hmm. This theory is, well, actually, the Earth was created last Thursday. and God made it look like it was however old, and he put all your thoughts in your brain and your memories.
Gotcha. Yeah, because...
so we'll never know, because God could do whatever he wants.
There is no time.
Right.
That's why, biblically, I am.
Right.
If you've ever read and heard any of the I am, that's what he's talking about. I am now, I was, I am, I will be. So there is no time. But for us, we see time, you know. I think back to when I was born. Obviously, I can't remember being born, but I can remember as far back as about 2 years old, because I remember having a broken leg. I was born with a clubbed foot. And the way in 1964, how they fixed that was they went in and they broke my leg and repositioned my foot. And then I had to sleep in these braces. You've seen the braces in...
Good thing you weren't born a horse.
Right. They would have gone a little bit further with it, I'm sure. But in Forrest Gump, he's got those braces he's wearing on his legs. I had something similar for my feet. And
you ran so fast they just fell off?
No, I couldn't run in that. I would have to hop in that thing. But at any rate, I can remember back to about 2 years ago. I can always remember back to 2 years ago. When I was 2 years old. Everything in between, however, has a different skew to it, you know. And now I'm thinking I'm towards the latter end of my life. You know, I don't know how many years I have left. If I even have a year left, I don't know. I just don't know. But according to, isn't the average length of life for a male 72, 74 years, I think? And for a female, it's a little bit longer. I don't know why that is.
They're smarter.
It could be. But at any rate, so at best, I might have another 8 years left in me. I don't know.
Well, at average. Not at best.
At average.
At best, you could have 25 more years.
I don't see that happening.
Would you want to live to hit 100?
I don't know, because there's days where at 63, I feel like I am 85. And if I'm 85 and I feel like I'm 105, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah. I want to be on the life of the earth as long as the Lord will have me in that aspect. I guess when he's done with me, he'll take me out. But until that time, I have to do what I'm supposed to do while I'm here.
Until that time, we're stuck with Dan.
I apologize for that, but hey, it's up to God.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. What a way to wrap up the show.
We're getting deep with it.
We are getting deep. Maybe a little too deep. We got our hip waders on today. That's it for today's program.
No, it's not.
Oh,
we have
it's
our
not.
National Days.
See, I was ready to move on.
Because I know my Grandma Joyce is watching, and it's gorgeous Grandma Day.
I thought of her when I peeled off the calendar for yesterday, and I saw gorgeous Grandma Day. I said, hey, we've got two grandmas that I know watch us all the time.
To both Grandma Foofy and Grandma Joyce, happy gorgeous Grandma Day for this July 23rd.
And I almost took it away from you. I'm sorry. I apologize.
He almost did. It's also Vanilla Ice Cream Day.
Give me some chocolate.
Yeah, me too. Refreshment Day.
I like refreshment.
And Lemon Day.
I'm okay with lemon every once in a while.
I like lemon shortbread.
I like lemon meringue. Lemon meringue pie, I like that.
Lemon shortbread's really good. Okay. With the icing? Yeah.
Was there a Girl Scout cookie that was a lemon something?
Probably.
I can't remember off the top of my head what it was actually called. It just seems like I remember, like lemon drops, maybe. I can't remember the exact name. Where's your Googs?
All the way over there.
All the way over there. We'll Google it off the air, I guess. Yeah. That's it for today's program, unless I forgot something else.
I don't think so.
Okay. Back at it again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and thank you so much for watching.